Hello everyone. In this module, I am going to discuss about the equivalent circuit of synchronous generator. So to model the circuit, we need the following four information that will help us in design the equivalent circuit of an synchronous generator. The distortion of air gap magnetic field by current flowing in a stator called armature reaction. This effect we have to consider for the modeling of the synchronous generator. Means when armature is loaded, it creates its own mmf, and that will distort that will affect the main magnetic field. We will see later the self inductance of the armature coils, the resistance of the armature coil, and the effect of salient pole rotor shape. Saliency is also an important part that we have to consider, but for this for the simplicity at present I am ignoring here the salient nature, because in salient pole the pole is projecting outside. Here we consider the non-salient pole, means rotor is cylindrical type rotor. So to design this, let us consider the following circuit diagram. This is our one phase, that is this phase, and this constitute one phase. This one and this one constitute another phase. This one and this one constitute another phase. Three phase alternator is there. So here this is our stator, and this stator has armature winding in case of a synchronous generator, and this rotor has field winding, and this rotor is rotated by mechanical means. Mechanical means maybe diesel engine, maybe water flowing on it, maybe a steam given on it, and a DC supply is given on this rotor, and this rotor is rotating at a speed, that a speed is called synchronous speed, and our machine must have synchronized with the all alternators connected there. So here this is a stator, and three phase windings are placed in the stator, and three phase output connections are given here. This EA max is the is the internal armature armature voltage produced, armature voltage, and BR, this BR is, it is nothing but it is rotor magnetic field, rotor magnetic field, and it is along the direction of EA max. Here there is no current flowing, so this voltage EA generated is at this time also not equal to the here terminal voltage. So what will be the terminal voltage that we will see? Here we see that this is the IA max, means maximum current when armature allowed to flow this current. When armature allow to flow the current is shown here. And when armature allow this current, when armature is loaded, means here current is flowing IA, at this time what will happen? So induced EMF due to this will be produced, which will be 90° from this axis, and this induced EMF will be called as a stator. This is called as E stat. This is E stat, means a stator induced EMF due to this armature reaction. Means when this armature starts giving current, it creates a flux. That flux will produce a voltage that is called E stat. So this stator is having another voltage that is called E stator, and this is the voltage produced, internal voltage due to the BR, and in the same direction this BS magnetic field, this is the magnetic field produced due to this armature current, and this magnetic field is in the direction of induced EMF ES. So these two induced EMF will produce, these two induced EMF will produce this EA max and E stat. So we can write the output voltage as EA plus E stat, stator. And in same way we can write also, this is the net magnetic field B net here. B net we can write, it is the resultant of the two magnetic field BR plus BS, stator magnetic field. This stator magnetic field is due to the armature current, this armature current. When armature current is flowing, this stator magnetic field is produced. So to model this machine, we need to count the armature reaction effect. Here we can see that the stator, it is 90-degree lagging behind the armature current. This is 90-degree lagging behind the armature current. So we can, and it is also proportional, means E stat is proportional to IA by 90-degree lagging. So if we equate it, so it will be like this. Lagging means minus J and reactance X IA. So we can write that. So the output voltage here, we can write this equation as in the circuit form. This E stat we can write here minus J X, and current IA is flowing here, and this is our EA. So we can write here whatever voltage we are getting, it is called V phi here, and this V phi we can write as, using the Kirchhoff voltage law, EA, and there it is a minus IA J IA X. So this is the voltage what we are getting at the output, and it is reduced from the EA due to the armature reaction, means due to the current flowing in the armature, which will reduce this voltage by IA X. This is the E stat voltage. By this much voltage is reduced. So there is a also now finally we can draw the equivalent circuit by considering some more parameters which is given here, because our machine now just I have written again, I am writing this same thing here. This is our JX and this is IA, and here it is EA, armature induced EMF, and here whatever we are getting the voltage, this is called V phi, means V phi is the per phase output voltage. So this is output voltage is given here. State this excess this is X, and this X is the due to the effect of armature reaction. But armature has also inductance, armature has also resistance. So if we consider both the thing, resistance and armature inductance, so armature reactance finally it is the reactance due to the armature reaction, and armature has also reactance, that reactance inductance is converted into reactance, so that is written as here x1, and summation of these two part is called xs, that this is called synchronous reactance. This is our synchronous reactance, means machine has resistance also and machine has inductance also. So this portion is called, we can also write it as a XA, armature reactance, and this is the reactance due to the armature reaction. So summation of these two is called synchronous reactance,
and there is also a resistance. We can now finally model the circuit like this. This is our XS, this is RA, and this portion is, so whatever voltage we are getting here at this time, this is our V5, is called output voltage. Here this voltage is the induced voltage in the armature, and this is J. And if current IA is flowing here, so finally we will get the value of output voltage, that is V5, using the Kirchhoff voltage law. So it will be equal to EA minus J IA XS minus J IA RA. RA is the armature resistance. So this is our per phase equivalent circuit. We can now practically draw its circuit, how it looks like. Now we see this is the equivalent circuit for per phase basis. If we connect this in three phase system, it will look like this. I'm just going to draw the circuit based on three phase, and if it is a star connected, it will look like this. If it is a star connected, positive, negative here, and if it is a star connected, I am going to draw here. This will look like this, and this portion again I am drawing here, positive, negative. Let this is phase number, this is phase 3 induced EMF, this is phase 1 induced EMF, and this is phase 2 induced EMF in the armature. And this portion is J XS, this is RA, and in similar way we can write here also J XS, this is RA. Again here I can write J XS and RA, and if we take it as an output here, so a three phase output lines will be available, and from here it is transmitted through the transmission line. So these connections are in a star connection, a star connection. Similarly, we can also connect in delta. So in a star connection, here this is the current flowing outside. This is called IA. This is one phase, and for balance system, all the currents will be in magnitude. It will be same. Here IA also flowing, and this is also called line current. This phase current is also equal to line current because it is connected in a star. So this type of connection, this is the our equivalent circuit, which we have got by using the considering the armature reaction and inductance of the armature. So this is all about the equivalent circuit. Next, I will see one numerical problem that I already discussed. So this there is one problem. It is based on the test on the synchronous machine open circuit and short circuit test and determination of excess, which already discussed in the video part number 1, whose link is also shared here. So this problem is based on the different type of measurement, that is given a 200 kilovolt ampere, 480 volt 50 hertz star connected synchronous generator with a rated field current 5 ampere was tested, and the following data are taken. VT terminal voltage open circuit at rated was measured to be 540 volt, means open circuit voltage was 540 volt, and line current means short circuit current at rated field current was found to be 300 ampere, means rated our field current is 5 ampere is given, then armature short circuit current is found to be 300 ampere. When a DC voltage of 10 volt was applied to the two of the terminals, a current of 25 ampere was measured. When DC voltage 10 volt applied, Find the value of the armature resistance, approximate synchronous reactance in ohm that would be used in the generator model at the rated condition. So this value we have to find out. So first of all, we can very easily we can find the value of through the DC test. We know that generator described above is a star connected. So the direct current in the resistance test flow through two windings. Therefore, resistance is given 2RA equal to VDC by IDC, and VDC is given how much? It is 10 volt given, and IDC current is flowing, it is 25 is given. So from here we can find RA, that is equal to 0.2 ohm. Hence divide this 2, it will becomes 50. 10 divided by 50, it will be 0.2 ohm. So this armature resistance is now known. So here we can also find the internal generated volt at the rated field current is equal to, here at the rated field, our rated field current is 5 ampere, and how much rated generated voltage is 550 volt. So we can write EA, which is equal to VT OC, open circuit voltage, which is equal to 540